What is going on, everyone? I am DeFi Sean. You were watching Moon Monday. And before we get started, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe button, repost button, share button, whatever button that you have to hit on whatever platform you want to share it as far as you can. Go ahead and hit that button for us. Now, we are going to be hopping on over and using the actual Lunar Pump Live chat and show you what exactly we did to go ahead and make it better and make people actually go there. But before we do that, I am joined by our guy, Mr. Pixel, and Adam. What's going on, guys?
What is up? Good, man. Good. Pumped for today's episode. Cannot wait to let everybody know what we've been working on. It's going to be a banger. So yeah, get ready to get a little more interactive than you usually do today, because we really want to kind of test what we got cooking, what we've been cooking. We want to test it out, and yeah, I'm excited to see it. Adam, what's cracking, brother? How you doing?
Doing great. It's been a long, hectic week, but it's been exciting. The stuff we're building at the moment, we're very, very excited about. So much cool stuff cooking. There's some good meta going on at the moment, so we really want to tap into that, and we think we're going to give ourselves a serious edge here. So looking forward to that.
Yep, awesome, guys. Now, Joe is a little bit under the weather with the kids, so he's not going to be joining us. He should be back for Infinaeon on Friday, though.
Yeah, and he's not the reason we were late either. So
yeah, he's not.
We can't blame him this time, unfortunately. But it's going to be worth it. Promise.
It was worth the wait. So we were late. We were having a little bit of technical difficulties because we wanted to make sure that what we're bringing you guys is something that I guess what we're doing is going to work. We kind of technically want to kind of break the platform, I guess, guys, is what we're going to be aiming to do. If nothing goes wrong, awesome. But what we're going to be doing today is showing you what we said last week. What are we going to do that's going to make people go over to the actual LunarPumpFun platform instead of just watching the streamer on YouTube or Twitch or whatever platform they use? Why are they going to go over to that? So that is exactly what we're going to do right now.
Imagine being able to tip your favorite live streamer with crypto, and every tip went straight into their wallet in real time. Now imagine they could also return the favor. Streamers can now highlight participants, run games and competitions, and reward their audience in real time, live in chat. Tip live, get rewarded instantly. Only on LunarPump. Visit lunarpump.fun. Live streaming has truly gone Web 3.
All right. There we go. Awesome ad per usual. Thanks to Mr. Pixel.
Oh, thanks very much. That's the ad we're probably going to be rolling out on X, just to focus, like I was saying last week, on specific genres of potential users here. So try and capture as much of the market as possible. Obviously, live streaming is a big meta right now, so we want to try and capitalize on that as much as possible. But yeah, I mean, Sean, take it away, brother. I mean, you're in control right now, so.
So what you're going to do is you're going to hop on over to the chat. As you can see, we do have a live chat. Something very cool that we are integrating, though, is checking out this live audience. As you can see, no one's really created the profile name except for us. Strix is our dev. We have Adam. We have a lot of anons. So what we can do is when I go ahead and hit this button right here, for example, me as the creator, I can go ahead and tip you as the user or as the audience in Sol or in the Lunar Pump Live token. So the token they launch, they can tip you either way, in that token or in Solana. But you can also tip me as a streamer. So the tipping is going to go back and forth. So getting out of here, if you come up right here and you go ahead and check out your profile. So you're going to go see profile. Now what you're going to do is you're going to see the total volume that I've created on the platform, my cha-ching rewards, tips giving, tips earned, tokens launched. As you can see, obviously launched the LunarPumpFun token. And then also, let's hide this. You can go to edit profile. All right. The first person to hop on over here, edit their profile, get that username in, and then come back over here to the chat and type it in, and they have their name. We'll go ahead and tip them $5. So we already have a winner, apparently. Guys, move quick. So we're going to kind of go ahead and see how that works. But yeah, everyone, it looks like Yetz is going to go ahead and get that tip. But everyone else, come on over.
Dude, that dude's from the future, bro. I know.
Yeah. For real. Like no one else.
Bro. Hey, what better way to test this bitch out than, hey, let's reward our own community here for the show and like test it out. And hey, test it out the other way too. Send us a cent. We don't care. Just like have fun with it. You can go and check this. Right now, you can only check this on chain at the moment, but the pop-up isn't happening currently on screen, but that will be popping up
Yep.
in the next push here.
I believe our
Yeah.
dev, Strixie said you might have to refresh the screen and stuff right now. Again, we're still working through a couple bugs that we're going through. By Infinaeon on Friday, it'll be working flawlessly. We already have, it looks like, 26 viewers that are already on our platform going ahead and talking. Now, this is just the first thing we're going to be talking about today. We're not going in there quite yet to the second part that we're going to be talking about, but what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and click on yet, and then I'm going to actually go ahead and tip him roughly $5, which I think is about 0.23. We're going to go ahead and tip. I don't think you can see it on your screen, but my wallet just came up to go ahead and tip him, and the tip was sent. So just like that, I was able to actually tip people in the audience. And again, in reverse, you can go ahead and tip me as the streamer, which can be used in so many different ways. But again, everyone that's participating on the YouTube or the X side or the Twitch side, they won't actually be able to actually get in here and utilize the tip feature and different things like that. So
yeah, if you're on those platforms, jump on over lunarpump.fun, get into the live stream here, set up your profile, get into the chat. Have a specific wallet for this. Just create a new wallet real quick. You know, it's always a kind of a safe thing to do when going onto a new platform. I like to do it. So it's nice and clean. Connect that wallet, create your account. And Adam, are you going to be able to give us a rundown on how they can get their profile picture in there too?
Yeah, Sean just gave a rundown there, but I dropped a link in the chat. Just for right now, you got to put in a URL for your PFP upload. By Friday, you can just upload a PFP off of your computer, no problem, like you normally do. But obviously, like we've literally just got this kind of, Strixie's just kind of got this to this point in the last half hour to 45 minutes. So right now you just go in, but you need to drop URL, and you just go in and click this link, upload your picture in there, and you click the second one down, you copy the second line down after your image has been uploaded, and then you drop that URL in there. If you want to do it now, if you want to add your PFP right now, you can do it that way.
Sweet, yeah, and people, get a PFP in, first person with the PFP in. How about that? Have we got another PFP yet, Sean, or is it still just us?
For what's that?
Do we have people that have come on and created their PFPs or added a PFP yet?
Yeah, I was just scrolling through it, just checking everything out.
And I'm going to drop a link to here in the YouTube chat for people if they want to be able to go and get their PFP sorted. So you can get that link that you need. It'll be the second one down on the drop-down menu after you upload it. Yep. So there's that link in there also.
Yeah. Go to that postimages.org and then you upload your PFP there, and it'll be the second one down. Just copy that address and put that in here on LunarPump in your profile.
Right. Titan, check your wallet. $5 tip just sent to you.
All right. Congrats, Titan, brother. $5.
Yeah, I didn't even do my profile picture yet, which obviously I'm going to get to it.
All right.
And all this will update. So it doesn't say my tips given yet. Like I said, we will have all that operational here for sure by Friday.
Yeah, again, just a quick kind of overview here. And I suppose what we can do now really is, mess around with the tips here. This is actually live for everybody. You can genuinely send them. You can check on SoulScan and see the trades. But all those trades will be updated even at the very bottom there. When the tip has gone out, it'll come up as tip. It'll show it on the blockchain. It'll give you the link to where you can verify it. So there we are. Oh, shout out to you, Dan. What's up, brother? So cool. Thank you, man. Thank you so much, brother. Yeah, I was talking to Dan too. We're looking at hopefully bringing Pair on over here as well to Lunar Pump and have live streaming going there as well. That is going to be a big thing, and we're trying to get as many live streamers on there utilizing this function as possible.
$5 tip since a Sea Lady.
Sea Lady, $5. Nice. But yeah, if you are viewing from any of these other platforms on X, we're on 4 channels on X, we're on live on Twitch, we're on 3 channels on YouTube. Come on over, lunarpump.fun, set up your account, connect your wallet, make your profile picture, and get in here.
Get in here and get tipped.
Yep, and we are working on getting integrations into, like, if people watch my show or my channel, I'm a huge fan of Axiom. It's probably my most used platform when trading. But yes, we are working on getting integration into different sites and everything like that. It's not as easy as just, again, there's so many stuff. Sometimes getting in touch with the platform isn't even easy. But yeah, we are going to be working. As you can see from this platform, everything we've done. I mean, check out how awesome this is. Speaking of Axiom.
Yeah, there we
If
go.
you notice, it looks very familiar. We're also going to have, it's not integrated yet, right, guys? But we're going to have the sell initials and different things like that.
I think that'll be ready by Friday. Adam's the man to ask, really,
Yep.
and that Adam Street.
So
If you click the sell tab,
yeah, we're integrating a lot like Axiom. So again, like I said, I'm a big fan of it. So is everyone else on the team. So we're doing a lot of integration. I mean, we got our live trades. We have our chat down here for your tokens that aren't in live streams. We have our holders. I mean, tell me this site doesn't look badass. I mean, it is getting there, guys. And we're just going to keep evolving. Again, there's going to be so many different things. Right after here, once it bonds, you're going to have the option to continue trading it on the platform. It'll be through Jupiter, but to you, the user, you won't know any difference. You're just going to keep buying and selling pretty much just like you see it right here, right, guys? Like this, just going to keep buying and selling.
Exactly. And we'll have, you'll be able to edit your kind of quick buy and quick sell buttons. On the sell tab, you'll have the quick percentage buttons. So 25, 50, 75%. So you just bang those, pre-fills your box and just buy or sell whatever way you want. And you'll have the sell initial. I think we got Adam Punisher just got his PFP in there.
Oh, all right.
Let's see what we got. Let's see. Let me go
He's
back.
He's got his Infinaeon Dragon too.
You may need to refresh, Sean, potentially.
Yeah, I probably have to refresh. Again, that's not going to be the norm to refresh. Yeah. That's just for today. Again, we didn't rush it, but we wanted to make sure that we're ready to demonstrate you guys. All right, Adam definitely.
There it is. Adam. Whoop, whoop.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, the kind of purpose of this as well was, the goal is to have all this done and polished for Infinaeon Friday. So this is a kind of a test session as well, a little bit of a load session. I know Strixie's watching it there, so we're just, feeling it all out, getting people on here, using the chat. So this is a kind of a test session for us.
Yep. Yeah, it's working flawlessly on my end. Awesome. I did kind of want to get out a little bit. Wanted to take a look at, let's say, Chunk. The guys over at Chunk been crushing it. They've been working nonstop, talking about it, pushing it everywhere. But as you can see, this is what it would look like without the video chat. Honestly, probably looks even cleaner. Like, again, I think we have the best looking token launcher on the market. We have our live trades. Again, we can chat here because obviously there's no chat for this token. So as you can see, it's me chatting right there. We have our bonding curve. Again, Axiom. And I'm sure as we go, we will continue to put in more features from Axiom. Like I said, in my opinion, Axiom has done it right. It's an absolute awesome platform. If you're trading on Solana in particular is where I use it. I mean, hop on over and use Axiom. It's so smooth getting in and out of trades. You can set orders, all kinds of different stuff. It's really cool, which we'll probably end up integrating into this because this is going to be an ever evolving product that we want to just continue to push forward. And remember, guys, we need 1% market share. We're looking at 10, 20,000 per day in revenue, which is the ultimate goal to keep this thing going, to help build Infinaeon, to help build LunarPump, and help doing everything. What's going on, Richard? Huge shout out to Richard. Always a big help.
Yeah. With everybody out there at the moment, man, you've been crushing it, and this is what we were so excited to bring, because we can just see the potential that this has. Yeah, I mean, and nobody's doing it right now. So like, once we can kind of implement this, and this will give us an opportunity here to try and get a little closer to that market share, because we all know, 0 to 1 is the toughest part, right? But from 1 to 2, it gets easier and easier and easier as that happens, So if we can just capture that 1% market share, because we're going to keep adding to this, of course. We have a lot of other things here that we are cooking as well, that like some of it we're going to show in a little bit, and there's other stuff that like all tie into this as well that are going to really ramp this feature up in a big way. That we're also working on in order to try and just get in and make our stamp on the live streaming like part of it and take a slice of that. So what I'm going to do is I know we got a lot more people in here now, so I'm going to play this is our X ad that we're going to be running. I know I talked about it last week on Infinaeon Friday, I think, that we were making specific ads for, you know, to advertise Lunar Pump on X specifically. We got a lot of credits built up through Infinaeon, so we're going to utilize it to push LunarPumpFun as much as we can, and each ad would be tailored to a specific type of, you know, person in crypto, let's say, and obviously, you know, beyond, right? Streamers is one that we want to entice, and that's the ad I'm going to show you. Then obviously we want to target like developers specifically, and probably what I'll do for that is that surgical one, I'll trim that down a little bit and tidy that up and make it maybe running around the 30 seconds, and maybe utilize that one to kind of target developers. And then we'll have like a degen one that I haven't kind of concepted or anything yet, but that's kind of, that was the idea. So this is the one that we're going to utilize to target the streamers. And maybe after that, then Adam, you can what do you call it, pull up what we can look for that we're going to have in store for Infinaeon Friday as of next week, and show people, like, once all these things are ironed out, what this is going to look like and how it's going to actually function. So yeah, so I'll play the first X ad, and then Adam, you can kind of jump in and go through that if you like, right?
Imagine being able to tip your favorite live streamer with crypto, and every tip went straight into their wallet in real time. Now imagine they could also return the favor. Streamers can now highlight participants, run games and competitions, and reward their audience in real time, live in chat. Tip live, get rewarded instantly. Only on LunarPump. Visit lunarpump.fun. Live streaming has truly gone Web3.
And again, I don't even think we mentioned it yet. So just like YouTube, just like TikTok, when you tip a streamer, that also will be a certain portion of that, 20% to be exact. So I know we were looking at it. TikTok and YouTube take up to 50 to 70% of that. We kept ours at 20%. So that will be an additional revenue stream for our platform. So when these streamers get on and they're getting tipped, it's also generating money for LunarPumpFun and by extension, Infinaeon. So just another revenue stream that's going to be added to it.
It can facilitate that cha-ching and all the other things that, like, you know, kind of go back and complete the ecosystem, you know. So just pumping another revenue stream into that ecosystem is always good shit.
Yep. And, you know, we chose the 20% because it was less than your YouTubes and your TikToks. You know, we didn't want to just come up with some random number. So we definitely did our research to see what other platforms do that utilize tipping. So that's kind of how we came up with the 20%, in case anyone was wondering.
Shout out, Dan. I love that this takes community support to the next level and reward folks for going the extra mile, and builds bridges between communities to facilitate collabs. And that's the awesome thing about, like, this, a very simple solution here. And when you tie in that participant 1, participant 2, participant 3, like, there's no end. Like, you can get very creative at that point, like when you can engage the audience like that in such a simple manner and highlight them. So Adam's going to run us through exactly all that functionality here, and we can pick it up after that.
All right. Okay, so here you're on the home page. Connect your wallet. If you connect for the very first time, this will pop up and it'll say click on the icon below to set up your profile. This is what it will be like in here. So you'll basically be able to just edit your profile, and you can actually just upload an image instead of using the URL. This is, right now it's just in testing mode. So that'll be your once you're connected, then it'll show all your details up here. Then the magic happens when obviously you go into one of the live streams. So we'll click into a live stream here. These toggles and stuff, you won't see them. These are just for like ICO development reasons. So if that project has their live streaming active at the time, this is what you'll see. If the stream is offline, so if they don't have anything going on or they don't have anything scheduled, you'll just see this. And obviously the chat is empty because there's nothing going on. But you can turn on. So if they do have a live stream active, this is what you'll see. Up here, you'll see the total amount of Solana tipped for that, let's say the duration of that show or whatever stream they're doing. That'll be accumulative. So it'll be whatever the streamer tips to the audience or the audience tips to the streamer. That'll be the full amount. That'll show up there. You've got your amount of live viewers here. And then I'm looking at it from a viewer's perspective right now. So When I go to tip streamer, obviously we've seen that. And if I tip them all, it shows you can actually tip in either the native token, which in this case we've simulated a token called bear, or you can tip in sol. So whichever one you want, you can give them the native or Solana. So once you go tip it, it'll pop up here, viewer tip moonbear1 sol, and it'll also pop in the chat so everyone can see it. And it will also show up down here in your trades. Down here, there'll be a tip there. So it'll actually show it, confirm it on the chain where trades happen also.
And in the spirit of that, let's give out something, Sean. Let's give out a tip to somebody in the Lunar Pump chat. We're encouraging anybody that's watching on any of the other platforms, come over to lunarpump.fun, set up your account, and get into the chat. We're going to be giving out. Sean's got a nice fat wallet over there that we're going to be giving out for the whole of this show. So get on over there, win some free money right now. Set up a profile. Help us start to get this platform busy. This is a great way to do it. And Dan, that I just showed a little earlier on there too, Daniel, there he is. He's going to be coming over. He's part of our pair crew over there, and we've kind of been, this has been churning over in the background for a while. We've been doing karaoke and things like that. So this is like the perfect opportunity for us to get over, bring pair over here onto the platform, live stream, trade in real time, and just kind of live here, I mean, for the most part, and stream here and get tipped here and do competitions here, on and on and on, right? You can kind of run so much from this little hub now once you're on here. So Dan is going to be doing some stuff over here. He's going to be musical education shows, actually. He's really good at those, and he's been doing it for a long time. He's very well, he's a genius when it comes to this stuff. So that's going to be another show, and the more kind of variety that we have coming over here and doing this, the better. So what we're trying to do is encourage people to come over. So the more audience members we can kind of get over there, the more profiles we can get set up there and get interacting, tip forward, tip back, whatever, just get transactions running. It's a very easy way for us all to do this while engaging in the platform, interacting with live streamers. I'm just really excited for it, and I think if people want to just come in and support, even just get in the chat, be active, even if you don't have the money to tip, whatever, but whatever you can do, just get on there, at least get your profile set up. That's going to be, it's going to be awesome. I'm really looking forward, and Adam's going to show you some of these awesome features now as well here and how they can integrate. I just wanted to jump in there to tell people to get on over to the chat right now so they can win. I don't know, Sean, have you got someone sent?
Yeah, we tipped Chunk, who said went straight into my wallet. Amazing. And Taz, you also got $5 sent to you for creating that profile and that profile picture.
Awesome. This is awesome, man. I love it.
Yeah.
The platform's working flawlessly.
Awesome.
It is.
Again, was expecting some sorry about that, phone ringing. We were expecting some some delays, some lags, some error messages, but yeah, everything's working awesome.
And if anybody's having any issues, just do a quick refresh. There'll be some times that you might need to do a refresh. So if you're not seeing something or anything like that, just do that refresh. Sean, can we just can you kill that window so we can just see the chat behind you real quick? No, on your own. Yeah, just hide that window there. I just want to see the response there, just so people can see it. Tip the chunk. All right, there he is. Straight to the wallet. Amazing. I love it. Just wanted to show people that anybody that's watching on the other platforms, anybody that's tuning in just now, we got that super duper terminal there. But we'll kick it back to you again, Adam, and you can continue on with all those extra features that are going to be in here by Friday is the plan.
Yes, so this is obviously, like I said, you're looking at it here as a viewer, not the streamer himself. So
Adam, not to cut you off because we keep cutting you off, but I want to say this real quick. Our next topic of conversation, pay attention to that video playing to the left. Just a little tease for the next topic of conversation. All right, sorry. Just had to throw out a little tease if you could go on. I'll shut up.
Just to touch on the chat too for a minute so we can get through a few of these. The people just trolling for prizes and never actually participate in communities will be wanting to use this feature, creating transactions and volume on the platform. Exactly. That's exactly that's transactions on the platform, 100%. And attracting just people coming in farming, looking for tips. They might learn that, hey, if I tip 50 cents, I have a better chance of getting a dollar back. Like whatever. It's all money that's generating through our ecosystem here. So yeah, go ahead, Adam.
Cool. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's it. We want people coming in, engaging with the streamers, all that kind of stuff. So, whatever people's intentions are, it's all traffic on the site. It's all volume. It's all going back into the ecosystem, it's benefiting everybody. So, like that, that is the goal here. We want to make this platform as sticky as possible, and a place that people like to come in, hang out, engage, win some money. We'll hear some more about that soon. But yeah. So as a viewer here, you're looking at it. Right now, we don't have the emojis in there, but we will. You'll be able to pop in emojis. I know Strixie does not like me for adding this, but obviously we need to get our emoticons going in there and get some rockets going up on the screen for people. So we're going to add that in also.
And if anybody is just tuning in, this is what's coming by Friday. Now, what you can do right now is just stress test this, set up your account and all that. Everything, all of these features aren't in, but they all will be by Friday.
Yep, exactly. So now if you're looking at the platform, so let's say you're a creator and you've created a token. This is what it would look like when you have your streaming active. So this is what you'll see. And the big difference here is you'll have your live audience control button here, which is what Sean is currently using, giving out tips and managing the chat. So you'll be able to pop this up here. You'll have everybody in the chat. And one of the features we really like here is if you want to run like a little competition or something, whatever, with your audience, you can say, okay, crypto fan, I'm going to make crypto fan participant number 1. And I'm going to make Moonwalker participant number 2. And I will make Bear Lover participant number 3. So what that actually does is it shows them here. So these are your 3 participants, and it shows them in the chat in here. So there you have them singled out, basically. So when you speak directly to them, or let's say you're saying, okay, quickest finger first, and you want to run, I'm gonna tip $20 in Solana to the first person to answer this question, and the first one that comes in. So you'll see one pop in here in a minute once they comment. So you don't have to be rooting through a busy chat trying to find out what they said. We've kind of, we've made it easy for the streamer, and easy to kind of converse directly with participants or people in your chat, especially if it's busy, because we all know a chat can just be boom, 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 like going crazy if there's a lot of people on. So we've added these cool little features in here as well, and we've also added in here, if you can hover over someone, you can see their profile and just get a quick overview, and you can go to their profile, or as the streamer, you can click on somebody and you can highlight someone. So if you just want to converse directly with someone in the chat, just single them out for whatever reason. If they're messaging you and you're kind of talking back and forth with them specifically, and the reason for it is that their comments will appear up here, and only their comments. Because it's, a lot of the live stream platforms, they have like a kind of opaque chat, like it just did there now, Bear Lover. So anyone you're focused on or in your participants, just their comments will come up. Because a lot of them have like a full, maybe the last like 6 or 7 messages of the whole chat kind of in a little opaque box up there that you can open and close. But because we have this tipping feature, and we can just like, put Sol directly into someone's wallet, or we can put Bear directly into somebody's wallet, back and forth. People, streamers, community, community project creators or whatever, they can run little games and stuff like this and single out specific people and really gamify it with that tipping feature. So
Yeah.
like that, it makes a huge difference.
Beautiful question for you here, Adam. Question about the tipping. When you tip someone, say $5, do you pay $1 fee on top of that, and the person who receives it receives the full 5, or is the fee taken out of the 5?
Fee is taken out of the 5.
Yeah, I think that's the standard too, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. If you tip $5, the only thing gets taken from you is $5, and then that's split up 80-20.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, so I mean, just to touch on this as well, this feature itself, particularly because, I mean, it's just, again, when you're a streamer like this and you want to engage with the audience to a certain degree, like not having to totally like look at the chat all the time, if it's especially if it's busy, right? That must be so annoying, and right, and it just turns into dead air ultimately, right? Because you're just trying to find something, right? So it's taking time away from like real engagement, right, with your audience. So when you have these people highlighted, or you're engaged in a competition of some sort, and there it pops up on screen, it also means that the viewer doesn't necessarily have to be following the chat per se. They can just be watching the live itself, and they'll see who you're interacting with and what they're saying, and then the ability, like I said, to straight tip from that point is, it's the whole combination of it all is really good. Being able to see it on there, see it on the chain. Sean, how are you feeling about the whole idea of running competitions and things like that? What are your thoughts on that kind of thing?
Yeah, love it. Like I said, we're coming up. We're just getting started, I guess you can say, rolling out the ideas, because obviously we want to get people on the platform. We're going to talk about what I think is the biggest idea here shortly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we're just, again, always from the community, suggestions for what you want to do, what you think we should do, what you want to see. And I'm continually just get people on the platform because it's really a cool platform. Let's see. So we have 24 people in the live chat. So everyone in this live chat will be eligible to get tips and different things like that on top of, let's see, we have 74. So we have 100 people, 75 watching the live stream.
Awesome. I love it. Guys, get on. There's how many is that? What's that shortfall? 50 or so?
Yeah.
Why is there 50 asses there that have not come over and set up yet? Come on, get on over here. Get into the chat. You can win some free cash. Why not? I'm sure there's a nice big number to come here at some point, and you'll be like, damn. And we got an awesome way to actually do this too that we're going to be talking about in a future episode, maybe Friday.
And remember, guys, if we're gonna be successful, whether it's Infinaeon, LunarPump, I mean, they're all kinds together. We need everyone participating. It's not always buying the token or different things like that. We need everyone participating. Get over to LunarPump, create your account, join the live streams and different things like that. We just need full participation. We're setting the groundwork. We're running ads. We're creating the content. We're going to tell you the next evolution of what we really want to do to get eyes on this platform. But again, it can't be done without our base community, I guess you can say, kickstarting things.
Yeah, and you have another few bits to go through there, Adam, yeah?
Yeah, let's finish up with it, and then we'll continue on.
Yeah. Is that right, Adam? You do?
Yeah, just
what I'm going to do real quick just before you do that is I'm just going to run our other ad that we have been playing here recently, which is the one that we're kind of going to more focus at developers per se, and I'm going to shorten this down to around 30 seconds. I kind of managed number for X, but this is the longer form version, so we're going to check this out and then we can get the more updates from Adam and continue on.
Okay, everyone, prepare for launch, and we are live. Current wallet count?
2143 and growing, Doctor.
Great. Let's start by injecting some liquidity. Give ourselves a fighting chance here.
Market cap holding steady.
Dex ads are live.
Nice work. Let's run KOLs in T-minus 10 minutes.
Yes, Doctor.
Doctor, we've had a substantial sell-off.
Well, sucks to be then, now doesn't it? Administer 20 cc's of volume, stat, and increase mind share across social media. Let's put that community to work.
Right away, Doctor.
Market cap increasing dramatically, Doctor.
Dip has been neutralized.
Looks like our little friend is going to make it. Great job, everyone. You make this look easy. Launch your token with surgical precision on lunarpump.fun. Now, with embedded live streaming using some of your favorite trusted platforms.
All right. One of these days, me and Mr. Pixel will actually shut up and let Adam.
I know. I'm just kind of trying to break it up a little bit, for the audience is all I'm doing.
It's all good. It's all good. I just got one other small piece to show. I know Sean briefly ran over the terminal. Right now, it's not fully complete, but this is what it will be like. Just like the Axiom terminal. You have your wallet balance here, your total amount of whatever token page you're on if you hold it. So here is your amount of bear, because we're on bear. You've got your rapid fire buttons here, and it'll show you how much bear you're actually buying and how much you get for that. Then you can click the pencil here and you can change these to whatever you want, because we know, you know, when sites like this are busy, the chart is going up and down. You want to get in quick, get out quick. So like every aspect that we're trying to add in here, we're trying to take like the best things that people know from like the best trading platforms, streaming platforms, you know, the ones that people use all the time. So that's the goal here with every panel we put here, we want it to be the best of what's out there. Basically, it's what we're trying to do here. So once you do that, then your button will update. And then if you're in sell, you've got these quick toggles here. So you can sell 25% of your holdings, 50, 75, and just hit sell. Or the one that we all love is their sell your initial. So whatever your initial buy was, you just pop that in there and you can just sell it right off. So that's one of the really nice things about the terminal that we're going to have implemented here very soon. And then obviously we've got one of our main functions is your ICO. So if you are on a page that has a public ICO, this is what it'll look like. ICO, okay. This is what it'll look like if it's ended. So if the ICO is over, you'll be able to see the current live chart. Maybe it hasn't bonded yet, or if it is actually gone on to public trading and it has moved off of the LunarPump platform, you'll still be able to trade it here. You'll be able to look at the chart here. You'll be able to stream from here. So just because it moves off LunarPump doesn't mean that the token is gone and live streaming is over and like you gotta go someplace else. Everything stays here. You can still buy it here. You can still the project creators can still stream here. All that will still be the same. So if you can take a look here at the ICO details basically, and you can see all the entrants, the participants in it, how much they participated, how much it raised for that ICO, and it just gives you the quick details here. We will have a share ICO to X for if the ICO is live. So this is what it'll look like if the ICO is currently live. You'll be able to see the amount raised, and obviously if it's live, your terminal will change and your progress here will kind of change. Take no notice of that. That's a little UI glitch there, but so your terminal you're participating, it'll show you the max amount that you can participate, and then you participate in the ICO here. You'll be able to share it to X, so if there's a live ICO going on, and you know your community is pushing it hard and you're trying to get people in. It's a public ICO. You can hit share to X and click pre-fill your X, and you know just to add that extra little ease of effort for the community to you know spread the word of their project. You'll see the time counting down here, and then you'll see here your ICO progress, just the details, the contract itself. You can copy that, the creator, public ICO live, current participants, and you can count down timer behind this button here. And then it'll just show you the top holders and like all your general stuff that you can comment on. If that project has their ICO live and they're also doing live streams, it'll just be here. It'll be the same thing. Everything will be working here. You'll have your terminal where you can participate. So yeah, that's basically how the ICO will
And there
look.
will be that additional slider function too, right? Where they'll be on their own separate kind of columns.
Yes. So the right panel here is kind of all your tools basically, and all your info that you kind of want. So if the streamer is live streaming, you'll be able to just scroll the right side separately. So you can keep your live stream on the left, and you can just scroll up your terminal to have it to the right of the live stream. You know, who knows what's going on, but people can kind of lay it out how they like. It's just, you know, kind of an extra feature that, you know, people seem to like.
Well,
so.
well, totally, because you can be in the chat and then you can also like scroll down to trade the token, you know what I mean?
Yes.
And still keep watching the chat, you know, so, or watching the stream itself.
Exactly. Yeah, it's all about keeping it intuitive, and, you know, people can kind of set it how they like to view it, and just like quick snap between whatever window they want. They're chatting, they can just scroll down here and keep the live stream going, and they can scroll down and the terminal will come up beside the live stream if they want, and they can just make a quick trade and then back down to the chat, you know, whatever basically. So, you know, we just want to make it a good place to hang out, and then, you know, really good for trading. That's why we're focusing a lot on the terminal as well. So, you know, high-speed trading, quick fire buttons, setting your initial, all that kind of stuff. And then, you know, people are going to be participating with the live streamer and stuff like that, getting tipped, giving tips, or however that goes. So we're trying to make this as really beneficial for the streamer themselves and giving them full control. One of the things maybe I hadn't mentioned was there will be the ability to like mute, kick, or ban somebody from the chat as well. So, if someone's being a complete dick, you can just ban them or whatever. So it's just giving the streamer that bit more, control over or the streamer, the creator, that bit more control over their live chat and stuff like that. So yeah, that's all this is it's currently in the works. A lot of this is actually being done as we speak, these additions, these features, but this is how it's all going to look. Right now, we're in just kind of testing right now, having it live at the moment, giving out some tips, making sure that's working, loading up the live chat. But it seems to be working pretty well for a test, but it's all going to be really tightened up, really responsive, and it's going to be smooth. It's going to be super, super smooth. So really excited for it.
Yeah, and just to touch on people that are in the comments over there, you still have that up there, Sean, right? Yeah. So yeah, there's a slight issue with the refreshing at the moment, guys. So that'll be fixed very soon. So anybody that is in there, just don't worry about it. It does take a minute. So
that was happening coming into this, but again, we just wanted to get the product out to be tested live with everyone here. Honestly, that's probably the biggest thing I'm seeing wrong right now. Everything else is working flawlessly.
Yeah.
So that's good.
One other quick mention, and it's a pretty big mention. We did have so when people were launching tokens, we were having the issue with the phantom warning coming up. That has been completely resolved. There is no more phantom warnings. Everything is 100% compliant on the phantom front. So there's, pretty much zero barriers to entry for anybody that wants to launch a token, either ICO, public, private, regular launch, come in, live stream, tip people, all that stuff. Like literally zero barriers to entry right now. So that is the goal.
That is a huge thing as well. Like getting that down off there is like so big, and it was popping up a lot. So like having that finally down is a big deal. So we're delighted with that. Put it back onto you there again, Sean. We got more prizes to give out. Let us know in the chat too. I mean, even if you are not watching in Lunar Pump right now, you're still on YouTube, drop it in there. We can see that too. We're still pulling up names from there. But the ultimate goal is we want to get activity on the platform here. So, you can actually be on both a little bit, like, and support in both ways. And the beautiful thing about this is that, if you are streaming on YouTube and say you do have a following on there, you can still generate the revenue from there by streaming there, and then we just pick it up on the back end there, and you can be in here also generating revenue if you got a token, tipping, rewarding participants, whatever, people in your chat, all the things. But yeah, you want to give out some more, Sean? Who we got down there? Make sure we refresh. Don't forget to refresh, everybody.
Yep, gotta refresh. Yeah, again, people are saying it. The chat we knew coming into it that the chat was not auto refreshing. It will be fixed by Friday. Again, it's a known thing that we knew. This is again just the initial showing off of the product that we wanted to just run with everyone to basically test it. So I know multiple people have mentioned about the refresh, but again, it's going to be fixed. It just he didn't have time to get it all fixed prior to us going live.
Yeah, the main thing was trying to test out the tipping, see if we can get this participants thing working, which is working. And when, again, that speech bubble will pop up once we have that as well next time, and all the tips will be popping up in the chat and on the screen, as Adam showed there moments ago. And from the chat too, it looks like we have Wolfie whole screen scrolls and chat scrolls, so you lose the live stream and hard to get back up. Trade tools should be moved to the top as well. That's what we were just kind of addressing there, Wolfie, was that they will have their own separate scrolls, so you can like scroll the right side on its own. That's kind of where all your tools are and your chat is, and then you can scroll the left separately. So that's something that we're going to be adding into the desktop when we get around to that. Hopefully by Friday that should all be in here as well. Everything Adam kind of went through with you guys. You know where to get my emojis. Yeah, emojis are coming, Tazzy. Emojis are coming, brother. If you refresh there, Sean, I think you'll see that comment. Should have referral codes as well. Yeah, so I think the referral codes is going to be a thing here as well. It's going to be rolling out. Yeah, looking forward to that. Someone on the YouTube, is AI Mr. P going to play the piano for us? No, Dan's going to do that. Dan's the man. This is the guy. He's having a hard time connecting his wallet. I'm talking to him in the background here, helping him out. But yeah, Dan's going to be playing piano. I got another guy called Mojo who's going to be over here doing live music performances as well. So it's we're going to try and pack it as much as we can.
Yep, pretty much. Yeah, everything everyone is asking for already on it. It's either an issue that we're having right now because again, we didn't have time to get everything perfect, and this is more of a test run that we're doing right now. And everything from referrals to a lot of the other questions being asked already in the works, already coming.
Oh,
So-
sorry as well. Sorry, Wolfie was talking about mobile. Adam, maybe you can answer that then if he's talking about mobile. He said whole screen scrolls and chat scrolls, so you lose the live stream and hard to get back up. Trade tools should be moved to the top as well. What are your thoughts on that? I know you got the mobile running there, so
Yeah. We're actually working on mobile, the whole mobile layout at the moment. We just kind of put it that way. We're going to try and put sticky panels in there so you can choose which one you want to stick. So obviously, if you want the live stream and you want that to stick at the top, you see, it gets tricky because it depends on the screen size, the viewport size, the phone itself. Because like if your phone is smaller and you decide to stick the live stream, there's nothing below it. There's not enough space below it to kind of see your terminal and stuff like that. So mobile gets a little tricky because there's just so many different versions, so many different sizes. Normally the live chat, what we're probably going to do with that is have it as a drop down, and your terminal is right below that. So you can probably stick, you'll be able to stick your live stream, and then you can open or close the live chat with just a drop down if you want, and then that's your terminal will be there. We're still kind of working out the finer details of mobile, but it just gets a little tricky with all the different sizes. So we're looking for the best implementation for that.
yeah, good suggestion too. By the way, the trade tools being moved up and things like that. But yeah, I'm sure you're trashing it all up. But yeah, keep the suggestions coming, guys. Whether you're on the YouTube or whether you're in the actual live chat on Lunar Pump. And if you're not in the live chat on Lunar Pump, what the fuck? Get over there, get in there. You can win some money. I'm sure Sean's about to drop some more bags on people here now in a minute.
Yeah, let's see. Looks like we actually lost some viewers.
Ah. Adam says chat options would be nice to be turned off or on when full screen on mobile. Awesome. All right.
Let's up Taurus. Taurus, $5 going right to you.
All right. Congrats, Taurus.
Nice. Yeah, we will be looking at that as well for the full screen option that you can hide that stuff. For sure, Adam Punisher there. Yeah, we are looking into all that, tightening up the mobile.
Yep, absolutely. Thanks for the feedback, guys. Keep them coming in. We're watching all the chats here as much as we can, just to try and answer whatever questions people have. And the more interaction you get, you're going to get some tips. So why not? Get it in there, run it on some shit coin. You never know. You could become a billionaire. Get lucky enough. But talking about get lucky, Sean, we want to go on to the next thing here. Where are you at?
Yeah. We're kind of getting short on time here, so let's definitely hop on over to the next thing. So we've done all this. We've introduced tipping both ways, which is an awesome feature. It definitely helps people stay, especially for the streamers and different things like that. Now, another thing is, how are we going to get eyes on the platform? How do we get your everyday crypto user to actually go from their Telegram or from YouTube or from Twitter, wherever they're at, and actually hop on over to our platform? So kind of came up with a fun idea. This is what we've been talking about that I've actually personally been really excited about. So, again, it's time to make crypto fun again. Who's tired of AMAs? I used to host AMAs in our private group and different things like that all the time. You don't really see me do it anymore unless there's something that comes along that just really, really interests me. That's the only time I'll hop on. It's not fun. I don't like just getting up there and listening to someone talk about their project. It can be very just boring, flat out. There's tons of roundtables. People have roundtables, and it's just people going around giving their opinion. Again, it's not fun anymore. What if not only us, but we created an actual game, make an event every single week or possibly multiple times a week for the whole crypto world? Think like Deal or No Deal, which kind of giving a hint right there. or Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, or whenever those shows would come on live TV, and it would be like a weekly event that everyone would get excited for. What if crypto had that own event? I don't see anyone doing anything like that. So we're actually going to be coming up with our very own game show. It's currently going to be called, the OGs will love this, Code Name Soul. Now, that's just going to be the code name. We don't want to give away what the actual show is going to be called until we actually start promoting it. So it's going to be a weekly game show that we're going to invite developers at first. So developers to promote their projects and represent their project. It's going to cost them no money to get on it. They're going to come on. They're going to play a game. Right now, starting off, they're going to have a chance to win up to $1,000 for their project. And we're also going to eventually go over to our holders. Everyone listen to this. We got Sea Lady, we got Titan, different things that you can do to actually become a player in the game. You can actually come up for your chance to win $1,000. As we grow, hopefully it'll be $5,000. Throughout the stream, we're going to be tipping people. So people that come, people that participate, will do different things. We'll get tips, $5, $10, $20, different things like that. And we created, again, Codename Soul, which we think we can turn into one of the biggest things per week. So again, it's just going to be something to draw people into the platform. And on top of that, gaming is going to be something that is going to be integrated into the platform, essentially allowing a streamer to get on, pick, I guess you would say, like a predetermined game, and they can play that game with their audience. So gamification, again, is kind of the way we're going. Now, this game that we're doing, Codename Soul, I have to make sure I don't say the actual name of the game, is going to be specific to me and the guys. We created this game. We're putting a lot of time into it. It's interactive. It's going to be really fun. But we can go ahead and give you kind of a demo, Mr. P, of how it's going to work. Again, think Deal or No Deal is essentially what it is. But for that guy to come up here and play for their community, their whole community come over, it'll just be a good time. And they could win up to $1,000 for their project. And again, starting out, we can go up from there. But yeah, Mr. P, if you want to go ahead and take it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And I'm excited for this. I'm all about gaming. I studied video game design development in college. I've been doing this for forever. It's been a serious passion of mine. So kind of starting to implement something like this is going to be a lot of fun. And you got a big live streaming meta right now. So when you combine this with the participation, highlighting of people in your chat, you combine it with the tipping and the rewarding from the streamer, and you just tie this element in, it just all works, really, really well. So as Sean was saying, this game, Codename Soul, is going to be very, very like Deal or No Deal, right? And this is the idea. It would be, the stage would be set here. This is the center podium, obviously, for people that aren't familiar. In the middle of it, there is a phone, right? And usually how it goes is the banker calls and interacts with the person. There is a ton of wallets up there, 26 for the traditional game. And we're not going to have, or it would be cases, but we're going to have wallets, right? Instead, because we're crypto, right? So we're going to put a whole crypto spin on this whole thing. And then, of course, the idea is that the person will choose the first wallet. In this case, they'll open the wallet, and whatever the amount that is in there, that is then off the table, right? Or no, they hold that one, right? They hold that one first, and they can either, isn't that the one that they have to pick, or
Correct. So
right.
When the participant or the player in the game comes up to start the game, they're going to choose one case, and at the end of the game, depending on the cases they choose, they can go all the way down to declining the deals from the bankers and all the cases up there to eventually being down to that final case that they chose. Obviously, the cases that they choose and get knocked off will kind of give them an idea of what's in their case. So yes, it is possible that they pick their case initially, and that can be the case they walk away with at the end of the game. And it might even be the $1,000 case.
Right. So then they each time then they will like have a series of picking a wallet in this case and eliminating that wallet over time until they come down to the last. And then the banker comes in every so often and makes a deal to try thwart their efforts. But, we're not going to have a banker, of course. We're going to have what?
Yeah.
Whales. We're going to have whales. Right?
There you go, baby.
Whales.
Yeah, if you want to break, so there's going to be 3 different bankers. Some are going to be super
whales, Sean, whales.
Oh, sorry. So we're going to have our whales, Magnus being the most conservative, I guess you can say, all the way down to Rico being the DJ, no telling what he's going to do when he calls in and gives you that deal. But yeah, Mr. P will kind of break them down and give you the highlights of who each one is.
Yeah, so the idea behind this is that at the start, people will have a quadrant spinny wheel. So whoever's going to come on live or whoever's going to participate from the chat, they will be told, right, we'll have the spinny wheel. On the spinny wheel, you'll have Magnus, Dominic, Rico, and then a mix of all three. So you could either get either one for the entire game, or else anybody could call you if you get the one that has, them all mixed in together. So that's the idea. And how these are actually going to be created is that we'll actually be using AI. You will get a call. They will all have their own individual characteristics. They'll all have their own voices, and they will call us live in the studio and make their bid. So the AI will do the math in the background as to how many cases are left, how much money is left, and then there'll be a randomizer for each character depending on what their characteristics are and their traits, as to like, how high their bets would be, how often they would give you a really good deal, right? How often they would give you a bad deal, right? So then we obviously have Magnus. So I'll go through these different guys here now, and I can just give you an idea. This is kind of the lore behind it. This is a little twist we wanted to add in. So just always having the same banker, we'll be able to like fold in new bankers, and we can bring in celeb bankers sometime with different characteristics and traits and stuff like that. So it's a good randomizer to bring into the element of this game, So we got Magnus Vexmore, the Vault, the most conservative whale in the pod. Magnus guards his treasure with old world caution, valuing safety over risk. His offers are steady, reserved, and rarely generous, but never reckless. If you're dealing with Magnus, expect patience, tradition, and a challenge to push for bigger gains. He's the banker who plays it safe, leaving you to decide if you follow his lead or risk it all. I got to update that to say whale, but yes, that is the Vault. I literally just cranking these here just before we went live. So that is the most conservative whale. And then you have Dominic Selene, the Whale of Wall Street. The ruthless dealmaker, Dominic is all business, sharp suit, sharper instincts. He embodies the high-stakes world of finance, blending crypto opportunism with Wall Street grit. His offers are strategic and relentless, sometimes generous to lure you in, other times cutthroat to force your hand. He's here to remind players that in the markets, timing is everything. When the Whale of Wall Street calls, you know the stakes just got real. So he's kind of a middle-of-the-road guy, very kind of calculated, this and that. So that's what he would bring to the table. And then you got Rico Riptide, Rico Moonshot, the wild card of the sea. Rico lives for the gamble, riding waves of hype and chaos straight to the moon or into the dust. His offers swing from absurdly generous to recklessly low, keeping everyone guessing. Loud, flashy, and unpredictable, Rico thrives on the thrill of risk. When the Moonshot whale is on the line, expect fireworks and pray you can ride the wave. So there you go. So there is... these are the three whales that you would get at the start, and obviously then you could get a mix of all three. And this is how they would look on the screen then, depending on which one that you got. And that would be what Magnus looks like there when he's calling. And you can obviously see that here too. This is what each one will look on the phone when they're calling or they're talking. And like I said, it'll be animated with AI, using AI. And Sean, of course, will be the host.
You'll see my beautiful mug right here.
I'll show you. There's Dominic.
Yep, and then you'll have the guests to the other side. And the guest doesn't have to be on video. They very much can just have their avatar right there if they want to be.
We lost you, Sean. Or was that me?
Nope, it's probably just you. It's usually just you. Can everyone hear me? If someone wants to type in the chat.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
So we'll go into a little bit more detail. Now, what we're going to do is I'm going to utilize everyone I know to find probably the best and biggest project that we can possibly find for the first guest. So the first guest is just about getting eyes. So of course, I think it was Taz even said, okay, I'll actually watch this. And that's saying something. Because again, who in here actually watches AMAs? No one. Who in here actually goes listen to a lot of those crypto roundtables? No one. Let's bring the fun back to crypto and make this a weekly event that is must see. Now, the reason why we want to start with the developers and not the holders is because we want a big project to come on stage. And what's going to happen with that? Their community is going to come over because they want to win that $1,000 for their project. When their community comes over, guess what they see? They see lunarpump.fun because that's where we're actually hosting it. And in order to actually see what's going on and get the full benefits of it, you're going to actually have to come over to our platform. So again, that's why we're doing this game, to get eyes on the actual platform. And then Mr. P, so it looks like he's having some technical difficulties. But when we get it pulled up, I'll go ahead and show you how it's going to work. Or I guess I can kind of go into it now. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a contestant come up. They're going to go ahead and spin a wheel. The wheel is going to land on one of the bankers for that banker, or excuse me, whale, get the verbiage right. It's going to land on one of those 3 whales, and then you'll either have the conservative guy calling in all the way down to our guy Rico, who's the absolute DJ. He might call in with a crazy number on the high end or a crazy number on the low end. You just never know what you're going to get out of our guy Rico. But we can also, you can win it to where, or the spin, get it to where you have one of them calling in to where it's random. So the Vault might call in one time, Rico might call in the next time. So the way the game is going to work is the guest is going to come up and they're going to choose one of their wallets. Once they have that wallet, that's their wallet. It's essentially going to stay with them. And what they're going to do is they're going to choose 6 wallets. Every single wallet they choose, it gets knocked off the board. So let's say wallet 1 was worth $1, dollar's gone. Wallet 2 that they choose was worth $200. Now the $200 prize, it's gone. Let's say they choose the $1,000 wallet, then of course that's gone. After they get to number 6, the whale is going to call in and make an offer. It's up to them. They can either take that offer or they can continue playing. Now, the offer is going to be based on obviously the whale, but it's also going to be based on your odds of actually winning that $1,000. So depending on how many cases you got off, how low they were, how high they were, that's how that offer is going to come in. So let's say they decide no deal. Next, we move on and they get to choose 5 wallets. Those 5 wallets go through. We get to have the whale call in and they can do deal or no deal. Now, again, there's going to be different verbiage in deal or no deal. I just can't say it yet without giving away the name of the game. Now, we'll continue this on either till they take a deal or until we get down to their final case. Now, us as the team putting this on, we're the ones obviously funding the $1,000 prize. So let's say they're in the middle of picking their 4 cases. And you know what? I'm not liking this, man. They've picked and got nothing but the low numbers. I can actually make the whale actually call in to give an offer. So we're actually just doing a whole bunch of more interactive things so that we can make the game fun and make this basically a must-see. And on top of this, our guy Squid Grow Joe is going to get his own game drawn up, and there will be another game that week with him actually playing the game as well. So we're going to roll mine out, which is this one, Code Name Saul, which is how we're going to promote it at first. And then when we get closer, now closer is kind of, it's hard to even say that because we actually are close. The plan for this is early October. We're going to give the exact date once we're finalized on everything because, again, we don't like throwing out dates for something that's still a couple weeks away. But early October is when we're planning on rolling this out. And depending on the success of it, those prizes might get even bigger and better as we move on. So it's something that we think can really draw eyes to the platform. And again, the more successful my program is, we're going to be rolling out with Joe. I also have other streamers and YouTubers in mind that I want to see if they're interested in potentially getting games going. And remember, every single game gets eyes on the platform. Obviously, this game can be monetized just like anything else. We can have people promoting it. We can do all kinds of different things with it. Now, again, the guest that comes on, it's nothing to them. It's completely free. All they can do is win money up to $1,000, or depending on how risky they are, it's possible they can walk away with 0. So, yeah, guys, let us know what you think. This is something, again, that I'm super excited for. You know, ever since we started building everything from the blockchain to Lunar Pump, it just became a grind. You get told no a lot for some new products. So this is actually something that we're doing that I genuinely think has a shot to get real eyes on us. It's something that I've been excited about, or, you know, I haven't been excited for much lately, I guess you can say, because I've just been having my head down, getting work done. But this is something that I think that actually gives us a shot to get eyes on the platform, and I'm super excited for it.
Yeah, man, it's looking great. I think it's going to be a lot of fun and
kind of a really good time. Yeah. And again, what's cooler than the dev in their community coming, rooting on, trying to get that $1,000 every time they select that case, and it's a $5 case or $1
wallet.
Like, it's just gonna be so awesome.
Every time they select that wallet.
Oh, sorry, wallet. I'm going back and forth wallet.
I know it's hard to get out of into the crypto terminology here, but
I have to do a lot of practicing before we actually go live with the first episode. So I can make sure. In the name, I selected the name, so of course I think it's I'm biased to it, but I think the name is perfect. Everyone's gonna love the name. It's gonna be definitely something catchy that I think can definitely get people's attention. And yeah, again, why wouldn't you want to play this? Why wouldn't you want to join in? Because it's gonna be nothing but a good time.
Yeah, and I'm really looking forward to also to like the audience participation parts, you know, because having just even people live in the audience being able to do it, and just, you know, having the ability for anybody that does do a live stream, giving them the ability to do like things like this too. Not this exact game, obviously, per se, but there's a lot of ways that you can get creative with this and even create your own game show on the fly. And even, hey, with, you know, AI these days, you can build one out for yourself almost, you know what I mean? So there's so many ways you could do this, and then when you add in the tipping on top of that, like, it's great. So like the idea here is to kind of show the community what's possible, right, with this kind of a tipping feature, and, you know, being able to interact with the audience in this way. That's kind of what we're trying to do here, and capture, like we said, that percentage market share, and, you know, just generate for this thing and get people on there. So, you know, anything anybody can do to be jumping on there, helping out, like, you know, it's going to be greatly appreciated. And, you know, we're looking to set the new meta here as well, right? Because streaming is so good, we want to carve out the game show side of it. Will be pretty cool, but anything and everything, you know, just the ability just to even be talking to people, getting suggestions. Like I said, I'm going to be making some content live as well on a channel. I'm not sure exactly which channel just yet, but, you know, just doing that. If people want to tip me, I want to like get ideas from people. They give me a good idea, and we decide, hey, we're gonna use this post for tomorrow. You know, I can tip that person, say, oh, nice one, not great work, here's like whatever, $5 Solana, you know, for the great idea for that tomorrow's post, whatever we're going to be doing, you know. So that kind of thing, there's just so many ways you can do it. But yeah, I mean, dude, I'm excited for it. I'm excited to see what they're going to come up with to do for this thing. You know, we might actually be able to even kind of slightly simulate a game here. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, there we go. No, this is what the game would actually look like live, right? If whoever it was, I'm the contestant here.
Hey, what about me?
Yeah, you got the boot. You can be P1. You're muted there, Sean.
Yeah,
you can be P1.
I mean, this is going to be absolutely next level. Again, we need to bring fun back. Like I said, who's tired of watching AMAs? Of course, the project that comes on at the chance, you know, they'll have a couple minutes in the beginning to kind of tell you a little bit about their project. So it's just, we're amping up the roundtables, we're amping up the AMAs, and we're just, again, making it fun, and at the same time letting projects win money, and also more importantly getting eyes on LunarPumpFun. And again, why wouldn't people come? This is going to be a good time.
Yeah, right, exactly. I mean, can't argue. Hold on, I gotta adjust my screen size here. Okay, there we go. Okay, yeah, that's it. That's so nice and filled there. Adam's backstage in the rear with the gear. But look, I mean, just think how fun with it, because this is all going to be animated now, and we're going to have that spinny wheel at the start, and then we're also going to have, we're going to have a spinny wheel at the end too, where all the people in the audience are going to be able to win something at the end of each show as well. That's probably going to be a good thing. Keep the engagement up, keep the interaction up. But yeah, I mean, I think it's a great move. We want to show people what it's going to do, and I know Sean's got some big projects that we can line up to come on over here, bring their communities over here, get them exposed to the platform, and hopefully have some people on here trading tokens and build it up. So whatever you guys can think of, go launch a token, even if you just want to live stream. It's all good. You know what I mean? It's all going to be good. It's all going to generate those transactions that we need. That's going to drive this platform forward. We only need tiny percent.
And also, the name of the game is going to also be above the wallets.
Yes, that's correct.
Again, love the name. Think it's going to be perfect. People are definitely going to be intrigued by what we're doing.
And hey, dude, if I thought that I could come over here and win $1,000 on a game show, like just by being in the audience, potentially getting picked, yeah, dude, I'd hang out, you know. And there'll be other ways too to actually become a contestant from the audience. Just think of all the different ways you can do that. And it's a great way to interact with your audiences too, and get people to pick up a bag. You know, if you are promoting a token, you can be like, okay, well, if you want to get on and have a chance at winning on my game show, whatever that would be, you got to hold the bag, right? And there will be ways that we're going to be able to implement like those kinds of guardrails and things like that in future too, like to be able to really tailor this to people if they want to go that route. But for anybody and everybody, just to be able to reward, you can say something as guess the song. First person to pop up on screen out of the 3 participants wins $10, right? Whatever you want. But there's so much we can do with it. I know Adam has had loads of ideas as well churning around there. What are your thoughts, Adam?
Yeah, I mean, I love the whole game show angle. And I mean, like the whole, it was all born out of the ability to be able to tip in real time. And when you're on Solana, nobody's worried about gas fees. Transactions are pretty much instant, and it just like, there's no like, oh, drop me your wallet address and I'll send you over this or that or whatever. It's like full blown real time engagement. The community getting active in the chat, the project creator being able to talk to them directly, engage, tipping back and forth, doing whatever. It just brings a whole new level of engagement to it. And the game show, like Sean was saying, it's about bringing a bit of fun back, because it's like everything nowadays is on Spaces, or you're in an AMA, or you're in a VC and Telegram, and everyone's just talking and chilling and this, that, and the other. And like if you're running a game show like this, you can have a big community on. They can just give a quick rundown at the start, kind of what they do, what the project's about, and then get into the game, get the community active, having fun, win some prizes for their community. Buy and burn the token, all that kind of stuff. So, people are going to come up with like crazy cool ideas, stuff that like we're not even going to think about here with this tipping functionality. So I'm very excited to see how it goes and see what people actually start doing with it.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. I can't wait.
All right, guys. Yeah, we're going to be coming to an end here soon. Any last minute questions, go ahead and get in. We'll, yeah, that's another good idea. Someone's saying you can get people to sponsor the boxes. We're definitely going to be running promos for people that want to sponsor. We're probably going to be making them 30-second clips talking about their project. Probably come with like YouTube videos for myself and different things. So we're definitely thinking of ways to monetize this and make it bigger for the game, for Infinaeon, for Lunar Pump. That's a great idea, though. Getting people to
I love it.
Boxes, awesome idea. It's exactly why we love the community and putting all of our heads together, because us three didn't think about that. But yeah, it's true. When you watch the original Deal or No Deal, you had, you'll have a brand like Untuck It or something like that. And I'm saying Untuck It because when I actually watched one of the Deal or No Deal episodes to kind of refresh my memory how it works, that's one of the brands that were like sponsoring a box. So yeah, it's a great idea. And we're gonna have the viewership, I think, early on to be able to get sponsorships and different things to the program and make it, hopefully, like I said, a really cool event that everyone looks forward to every single week in crypto. Again, make it fun again. Again, Spaces, VCs and Telegram, like Adam said, AMAs, roundtables, like it's just getting boring. It's getting old. No one gets excited for them. I don't even listen to AMAs anymore. So again, it's time to bring back the fun, and we think Code Name Soul will definitely do that. Daniel, real quick, are you doing mobile?
Yeah, I just asked him there, and he said, I said if he's on the phone, you need to do both. He said he has both on mobile and.
So if you're on mobile, use the Phantom browser. That should make it connect easily. If not, maybe send a screenshot on the desktop or the mobile of what it's telling you. No one else is having this issue. But if we can get a screenshot, we can definitely probably get that answered for you.
Yeah, he had to pop off and do some family stuff right now. But I messaged him here in the background too as well. So I'll keep on make sure he gets connected. And whoever guest is with that awesome idea, set up your profile. Show him how to set up his profile. Or go up to the top right, where your wallet's connected.
Yep.
There it is. Hide details over on the right, so you can hit the edit. There we go.
You put in your name, put in your description, put in your avatar right here, and you're good to go. But yeah, definitely great idea. That's definitely something we'll evolve into this. And I mean, I would love the day when we can do a $20,000 grand prize and different things like that. Imagine the hype that would get for someone coming over to play for a chance at $20,000. It would be insane.
Right.
Right. So yeah, loving it.
He said he's back now. Adam and Punisher there. Tip Adam there. Any more tips? Go on, Adam. He was just setting up a raid group over there. This is what we need, guys. We need people out there shilling this, trying to get people over to start using this functionality. Obviously, like Friday, we really want to hit it hard because all this stuff will be updated and the refreshing issue will probably be fixed before then, to be honest. But it'll be getting, by Friday, everything that Adam showed us earlier on in the stream. That like all of that will be done by Friday. That is the main plan here at the moment. So, but at that point, we need everybody pushing everything, all our Reddit peeps, all the knights out there, anybody that's ready for raiding. anything we can do to assist you guys, we will absolutely do that. Like, you just let us know what you need from us, and we'll keep delivering content. What's that, Sean?
$5 to Adam.
$5, Adam. Very nice, brother. Anybody, get on over there into the chat. We're going to be wrapping it up pretty soon. But this is like, expect a lot more of this to come. We're going to be doing this. We want people to come over, get creative, launch tokens, have live streams, do game shows, do whatever, right? As entertaining as you can be. Music, the lot. You know, video reviews, engage with your community, you know, whatever. Just get creative, whatever you're into, whatever your passion is. Come and set it up. What you got to lose, you know? So it brings great traction to the platform here, which is what we're trying to do, because when we do bring these big projects over, the more activity we can have there. And if you're just in there trading, if you launch your own token, you're live streaming, trade your own token. It's $1 here, $1 there. Tip yourself back and forth. Have people tip you back, tip them back. Just keep those transactions churning over. It's great for everything we're doing here. And it looks so good when people come over and see this new, especially all the new UI, these new features. You know, this is our great chance here for us to gain this market share.
All right, Wolfie, $5 to Wolfie. That'll be the last person that we're tipping. But yeah, guys, any last words? We're going to go ahead and end it up. Went a little late, obviously, because we started late. So went about an hour 20 in this episode. Obviously, it was warranted, some really big stuff. Infinaeon Friday will probably be even bigger. We're going to show you even more stuff that we have going on. Obviously, this will be working probably flawlessly by then. So stay tuned for this Infinaeon Friday. And any final words, guys?
Adam, go ahead.
Yeah, just like Mr. P was saying, let's, you know, and Sean was saying, let's bring the fun back into it. Just get in there, engage, you know, even if you're not throwing money into tokens, go in and you know, engage with any other live streamers that are on there. We're definitely going to be bringing in a few, you know, musicians, stuff like that, you know, playing music and stuff like that live. So we just need activity, and yeah, get out there, get raiding, you know, do everything you can to spread the word and get people over here, especially with this new awesome functionality. So yeah, very excited for it all.
Awesome. Yeah, same as that. Shout out to Dan as well. I'll send you a link after this and we can jump on and we can get you dialed in. No worries. And get that fixed up so you can get your profile in there. Yeah, and just a big shout to everybody. Please get over to lunarpump.fun, set up your profile wherever you're watching from, and be ready for the next. Like, this tipping fixture is live right now. You can literally do it. Obviously, we don't have it popping up on the screen and things like that just yet, but that's coming by Friday. So, you know, just get your account set up for now and start like spreading the word around here. We're going to be launching our X ads. Super pumped for this coming week here.
Yeah, guys, like we said, LunarPumpFun is bringing back the fun to crypto. People are going to be hopping on over to lunarpump.fun, no doubt. It's going to be a really good time. We're definitely looking forward to it. We're hopefully going to create the biggest game show the crypto space has ever seen, if it's ever really seen one before. But yeah, guys, that will do it for today's episode. I'm DeFi Sean. That's Mr. Pixel. That's Adam. And until next time, trade safe.
Imagine being able to tip your favorite live streamer with crypto, and every tip went straight into their wallet in real time. Now imagine they could also return the favor. Streamers can now highlight participants, run games and competitions, and reward their audience in real time, live in chat. Tip live, get rewarded instantly. Only on LunarPump. Visit lunarpump.fun. Live streaming has truly gone Web 3.